Hello and welcome to another episode of the Federal Church Presents Better Than Bloomberg. Continuing our global financial system collapse coverage. 2023, the worst ever, as the Fed goes all in on making you poor. Let's see here. There's another good one about the economic implosion as credit contracts and everything's built on credit, and millions of job losses will ensue as the banks fail. And here's another 1,200 from Lyft. That's what you get for ever thinking the Reverend here would be driving you around. Let's see here. Lyft will lay off at least 1,200 employees to slash costs. Let's call this the Rolls Royce effect. The new CEO at the helm, rideshare platform Lyft, will cut at least 1,200 jobs, at least, as the firm strives to compete with larger rival Uber. Wall Street Journal reported on Friday. It's a huge cut for a company with close to 4,000 employees and comes on top of a 700-person layoff in November. A source familiar with Lyft's workforce plan said the cuts could hit more than 30% of the staff. 30%. And help Lyft achieve a 50% cut in ongoing costs. Lyft stock, that'll teach you a lesson about your little San Francisco little fucking, what do you call it there? Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Little dirtbag cultural degeneracy scumbags. Lyft stock, which traded at $80 after its 2019 IPO, closed Friday at just $10.44. Almost worthless. While that was a 6% gain from Thursday, the shares are down about 10% on the year, while Uber is up 21%. Lyft stock is down about 88% since its IPO. Well, that tends to happen when your companies aren't profitable, and never will be. Because its entire business model is taking advantage of people who don't know what depreciation is, and basically take advantage of them in their shitbox cars. So that's generally that's what happens, you know. Just like with those banks that are insolvent, their stock prices should be down by quite a bit. In March, Lyft announced that board member, and again, those are damn near all of the banks. Lyft announced that board member David Risher would take over, with co-founders John Zimmer and Logan Green backing away from their daily management roles. This is Risher's first week in charge. After the Journal broke the story of the major pending layoff, Risher sent a note to employees saying, "We need to bring our costs down to deliver affordable rides." Much cheaper to get, especially when it doesn't even cover fucking depreciation when you drive for it. Compelling earnings for drivers and profitable growth. I don't think Lyft has been profitable its entire existence. Departing employees will receive at least 10 weeks of pay, with additional weeks for team members with 4+ years with Lyft, wrote Risher, along with accelerated equity vesting for the May 20 vesting date. More worthless stock for you. Health coverage will extend to Halloween. He didn't outline the scope of the layoffs. 30% sounds good, but said more information would come next week. Ominously, all Lyft offices will be closed on Thursday, April 27. The company will notify fired employees that day via emails sent at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. Isn't that a little bit of poetic justice? They're little shit emails they like to send me a lot too. Or the dirtbags on the stupidity farce on the internet, I mean. Now you get your little email saying you're fired. I own this decision and understand that it comes at an enormous cost. Yeah, getting rid of deadbeats, said Risher. Uber's diversification into food and beverage delivery paid off big when the COVID-19 pandemic hit. As rideshare volumes fell precipitously, Uber cashed in on delivering to homebound victims of the lockdown regime. That's enabled Uber to squeeze Lyft on price. On a per-mile basis, Lyft fares about 31% higher compared with 2019, while Uber's are 20% higher. Oh, look at that inflation. That is double-digit inflation. Look at that. reports Bloomberg, citing Yipit data. Lyft has a 25% market share compared to 75% for Uber. I think being a strong number 2 is a good place to be, said Risher. That's loser talk, by the way. After his move to the CEO slot was announced. I like where we are, but we've got real work to do to fight it out a little bit. Also in March, Risher declared Lyft is not for sale, promptly sinking the stock by 7%. Fucking dipshit. Wow. Again, don't forget why you're in this situation. Not only did you think the Reverend was there to run your economy, you also thought he was going to drive you around and wash your fucking dishes because you're too stupid to get a machine to do it. Pay the money, Bitcoin wallet. You know who won't be? Those people working who used to work for Lyft. They probably won't be.